third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
23.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's ETN. And able to get this one across the 35 before it's brought down. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Hey, kill.
Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Second and 10.
Go. Hey, run. 11, son.
Here's Lawrence to throw. A short throw there, pulled in by all. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter, 34 yards. And the Jaguars will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown getting up.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Mahomes now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, ETN. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. 30 left. 11.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Lawrence to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there, a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Yellow. 87.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Yellow.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Now here's Mahomes.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Mahomes.
That's caught right side by Worthy. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Now Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Here's Lawrence. That one caught by all, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7.
11, Agate. Rip, 23. Go, let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40.
Hey, sink right, Silver.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
30, hey, go. Darn, it's like that. Hey, kill.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On red. Hey,
on 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd down and 8.
hey, easy, Ralph. Here we go.
Another tote for Etienne. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
ETN is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Red on red. This side.
Will get it into the end zone for Jaguar touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And his drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 85 yards. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
All right, let's go. Son. Easy. Read him 24. Read him 54.
ETN up the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. 11. Go, go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko. Hey, chill. 11. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Go. Hey. Hey, I'm gun.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Forced out to his left. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
On the safe.
2nd and 5.
Lisa 24. Hey, Dinter. Duck.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
For the Jaguars field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half.
Jaguars 17. Chiefs 7.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC Wildcard game.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2.
Yellow.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
When the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
Mahomes now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Just what they need a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Brown goes in motion left. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A give running right, ETN. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, Soko, hot. Go, let's go. Sink right. Hey, kill.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunter. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
4. 13, Lou. All right, let's go. Side. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Now he's taken down. Chiefs sack. Chris Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
an opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Hey, tomato. Done.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Hey, easy. Route.
That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Red on red. Hey, Soko, high.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Let's go. Next side's hot. Here we go, Sahara.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Next side's hot. Go, let's go.
Lawrence. Oh, no, he lost the football. I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
Attack. Yellow.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
Let's go,
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
On the draw, this is Smith. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. A quick hitter complete. It's Smith. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And that, nearly picked off. But would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
30 left. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Jags first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And that is caught downfield by Thomas. Down the sideline he goes. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, 61 yards. And the Jaguars use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the fourth, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10. He was brought down by Foya, Sade, and Lulikin.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
37-yard line. Gain of 15. 1st down, Chiefs.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Mahomes.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Mahomes.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Down inside the 10. Well, the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Smith trying to run for it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Another try for Smith. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
Mahomes to throw it.
And it's caught. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal.
Let's go, Woo, Eddie! Attack, attack!
One final try for Mahomes. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.